If you were an NBA fan in the 2000s and 2010s, you definitely remember Al Jefferson. While he might not have been the flashiest player or a household name like LeBron or Kobe, Big Al was something special. A throwback big man with some of the most polished post moves the game has seen in the modern era. Let's take a trip down memory lane and look at the career of one of the NBA's most skilled big men. Al Jefferson entered the NBA straight out of Prentice High School in Mississippi when the Boston Celtics selected him with the 15th overall pick in the 2004 NBA draft. Standing at 6 foot 10 inches and weighing around 280 pounds, Jefferson was a raw but promising talent. His rookie season was modest, averaging just 6.7 points and 4.4 rebounds in very limited minutes. But by his third season in Celtic green, Jefferson had blossomed into a legitimate force in the paint. During the 2006 and 2007 season, he averaged 16 points and 11 rebounds, displaying the footwork and post moves that would become his calling card. Jefferson's time in Boston was ultimately short-lived, but it's where he developed the foundation of his game. His improvement caught the eye of many around the league, so much so that when the Celtics decided to go all in for the championship, Jefferson became their most valuable trade chip. In the summer of 2007, Jefferson was the centerpiece of a blockbuster trade that sent Kevin Garnett to Boston. Landing in Minnesota, Jefferson was suddenly thrust into the leadership role on a rebuilding team. Free from the shadows of established veterans, Big Al flourished. During his first season with the Timberwolves in 07 and 08, he put up career-best numbers, 21 points and 11.1 rebounds per game. His back-to-the-basket game had become one of the most reliable offensive weapons in the league, and unfortunately, Jefferson's momentum was halted when he tore his ACL in February of 2009, ending what had been another strong season. When he returned in 2009 and 2010, he showed remarkable resilience, averaging 17.1 points and 9.3 rebounds. Still, his relationship with the Timberwolves was nearing its end, as the team wanted to move in a different direction with their front court. And in 2010, Jefferson was traded to the Utah Jazz, where he'd fill massive shoes left behind by the departing Carlos Boozer. Utah proved to be the perfect landing spot for Jefferson's old-school game. Under the guidance of legendary coach Jerry Sloan, Jefferson thrived in Utah's structured system. During his 3 seasons with the Jazz, Jefferson averaged around 19 points and 9 rebounds per game. It was during this period that he truly cemented his reputation as having some of the best post moves in the game. His up and under move was practically unstoppable, and his jump hook and drop step left defenders guessing. What made Jefferson so special in Utah was his basketball IQ. He wasn't the most athletic big man, nor was he a defensive anchor, but his footwork and understanding of angles made him a nightmare to guard in the post. Jazz fans embraced his methodical approach to scoring, even as the league was shifting towards a more perimeter-oriented game. After his time in Utah, Jefferson signed a 3-year deal with the Charlotte Bobcats in 2013. This move surprised many, as Jefferson chose a struggling franchise over potentially joining a contender. But Big Al quickly made his presence felt. In his first season in Charlotte, Jefferson led the Bobcats to just their second playoff appearance in franchise history. He averaged 21.8 points and 10.8 rebounds, earning All-NBA third-team honors, the only selection of his career. His dominant post play was a throwback in a league increasingly dominated by three-pointers and athleticism. Jefferson's impact went beyond stats. He brought credibility to a Charlotte franchise that desperately needed it. Young players like Kemba Walker benefited from having a reliable scoring option in the post, and Jefferson's professionalism set a standard in the locker room. However, injuries began to take their toll. Jefferson's time in Charlotte, ankle and knee issues limited his effectiveness, and by his third season with the team, his production had declined significantly. In 2016, Jefferson signed with the Indiana Pacers, accepting a role as a veteran backup. This was a new chapter for Big Al, who had been a starter for most of his career. And at 31 years old, he was no longer the focal point of an offense, but instead a mentor to younger players and a reliable source of post scoring off the bench. During his 2 seasons in Indiana, Jefferson's playing time and production continued to decrease, but his impact on the team's culture remained significant. Young players like Miles Turner learned from his post moves and professional approach to the game. After the 2018 season, Jefferson's NBA journey came to an end. He would go on to play briefly in China before injuries ultimately led to his retirement from professional basketball. Al Jefferson's career statistics, 16.4 points and 8.7 rebounds per game over a 14 seasons, do not fully capture his impact on the game. In many ways, Jefferson was one of the last true post players, a big man whose game was built around fundamentals rather than athleticism or perimeter shooting. What made Jefferson special was his commitment to his craft. He mastered the lost art of post play, developing counters to counters that would leave even the best defenders off balance. Coaches around the league would use film of Jefferson's footwork to teach young big men. While he never made an all-star team, Jefferson earned the respect of peers, coaches, and fans alike. In an era increasingly dominated by pace and space basketball, Jefferson remained true to his style. As we look back at Al Jefferson's career, we're reminded that there's more than one way to succeed in the NBA. Big Al might not have collected championships or all-star appearances, but he mastered his craft and carved out a respectable career through skill, determination, and basketball IQ. Evolution of NBA big men, Al Jefferson represents an important chapter, the bridge between old school post play and the modern game. And for that, basketball fans should be grateful for the journey of Big Al through the NBA. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and stay safe.